Hello, it's Professor T. How are you doing? We are still in quarantine, and some days I feel very discouraged. So I wanted to talk to you about that. What happens to you when you feel discouraged? Do you mope around the house? Do you get bored? What happens? For me, I don't like my artwork. I want to show you an artwork I'm doing right now and tell you that sometimes I feel discouraged with my drawing. I'm drawing my favorite doggy in the world. This is my grand doggy, Orbit. And Orbit was a rescue dog from Puerto Rico. And Orbit belongs to my younger son, Leo, and his wife, Catherine. And I want to do it perfectly. And I keep thinking, I don't know if it's good. I'm working from a photo of Orbit, and this photo doesn't have really enough information for me. So I'm being very hard on myself when I say I'm discouraged, because sometimes my standard is too high, even for me. So that might happen to you too. You might feel like you want to do a perfect job on something, and then you get discouraged because it's not perfection. Or maybe you want to do something, but you're afraid because you haven't tried it before, and you get discouraged. That's why today I'm going to read one of the best books I can think of on discouragement. That was one of my favorite books when I was a young child. For those of you who can read, you can see The Little Engine That Could by Watty Piper. This is a children's classic from back in my day, so there might be a little bit of old-fashioned language in it, but it really has a message about determination and trying, even when we are discouraged. Chug, 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 puff, 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 ding dong, ding dong. The little train rumbled over the tracks. She was a happy little train. For she had such a jolly load to carry. Her cars were filled full of good things for boys and girls. There were toy animals, giraffes with long necks, teddy bears with almost no necks at all, and even a baby elephant. Then there were dolls with blue eyes and yellow curls. Dolls with brown eyes and brown bobbed heads, and the funniest little toy clown you ever saw. And there were cars full of toy engines, airplanes, tops, jackknives, picture puzzles, books, and every kind of thing boys or girls could want. But that was not all. Some of the cars were filled with all sorts of good things for boys and girls to eat. Big golden oranges, red-cheeked apples, bottles of creamy milk for their breakfast, fresh spinach for their dinners, peppermint drops and lollipops for after-meal treats. The little train was carrying all these wonderful things to the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain. She puffed along merrily, then all of a sudden she stopped with a jerk. She simply could not go another inch. She tried and she tried, but her wheels would not turn. Uh-oh. What were all those good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain going to do without the wonderful toys to play with and the good food to eat? Here comes a shiny new engine, said the funny little clown who jumped out of the track. Let us ask him to help us." So all the dolls and toys cried out together. "Please, shiny new engine, won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you can help us." But the shiny new engine snorted. "I pull you? I'm a passenger train. I have just carried a fine big train over the mountain with more cars than you ever dreamed of. My train had sleeping cars with comfortable berths, a dining car where waiters bring whatever hungry people want to eat, and parlor cars where people sit in soft armchairs and look out of plate glass windows. I pull the likes of you? Indeed not. Oh, indeed not." And off he steamed to the roundhouse where engines live when they are not busy. How sad the little train and all the dolls and toys felt. Then the little clown called out, "The passenger engine is not the only one in the world. Here is another engine coming, a great big strong one. Let us ask him to help us." The little toy clown waved his flag and the big strong engine came to a stop. "Please, oh please, big engine," cried all the dolls and toys together. "Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us." But the big engine bellowed, "I'm a freight train. I have just pulled a big train loaded with big machines over the mountain. These machines print books and newspapers for grown-ups to read. I am a very important engine indeed. I won't pull the likes of you." And the freight train pulled off indignantly to the roundhouse. The little train and all the dolls and toys were very sad. "Cheer up," cried the little toy clown. "The freight engine is not the only one in the world. Here comes another. He looks very old and tired, but our train is so little, perhaps he can help us." So the little toy clown waved his flag and the dingy, rusty old engine stopped. The little train and all the dolls and, oh no, excuse me. What happened? "Please, kind engine," cried all the dolls and toys together. "Won't you please pull our train over the mountain? Our engine has broken down and the boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us." But the rusty old engine sighed, "I am so tired. I must rest my weary wheels. I cannot pull even so little a train as yours over the mountain. I cannot, I cannot, I cannot." And off he rumbled to the roundhouse, chugging, "I cannot, I cannot, I cannot." Then indeed the little train was very sad and the dolls and toys were ready to cry. But the little clown called out, "Here's another engine coming, a little blue engine, a very little one. Maybe she will help us." The very little engine came along, chug, chug, merrily. When she saw the toy clown's flag, she stopped quickly. "What is the matter, my friends?" she asked kindly. "Oh, little blue engine," cried the dolls and toys. "Will you pull us up over the mountain? Our engine has broken down, and the good little boys and girls on the other side won't have any toys to play with or good food to eat unless you help us. Please, please, help." Please, please help. "I'm not very big," said the little blue engine. "They use me not only for switching trains in the yard. They use me only for switching trains in the yard. I've never been over the mountain." "But we must get over the mountain before the children awake," said all the dolls and the toys. The very little engine looked up and saw the tears in the dolls' eyes, and she thought of the good little boys and girls on the other side of the mountain who would not have any toys or good food to eat if she did not help. Then she said, "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." And she hitched herself to the little train. She tugged and pulled and pulled and tugged slowly, slowly, slowly started off. The toy clown jumped aboard, and all the toys and the dolls and animals began to smile and cheer. Puff, puff, puff went the little blue engine. "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." "I think I can, I think I can, I think I can." Up, 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 faster and faster and faster and faster. The little engine climbed until at last they reached the top of the mountain. Down in the valley lay the city. "Hooray, hooray," cried the funny little clown and all the dolls and toys. "The good little boys and girls in the city will be happy because you helped us, kind little blue engine." And the little blue engine smiled and seemed to say, as she puffed steadily down the mountain, "I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could, I thought I could." The end. So, do you understand why I read this to you? It's all about some of the themes that help us make art and help us survive a quarantine. So when I see this drawing now, what could I say to myself to help myself? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, I think I can, right? What else could I do? I could maybe find a kind drawing teacher, and maybe this teacher could help me, just like the little blue engine helped the train get over the mountain. I could say, "Please, could you help me? I am stuck. Could you help me to get this drawing moving again?" So that's what your art teachers are there for. Ms. Ford from School 21, Ms. Kaminsky from Don Bosco Technical Academy, Miss Masher from Panther and from Harp are there to provide you with "I think you can, I think you can" when you are making your art, right? That's a really important role that they have, and they are there to help you. So never be afraid to ask for help if you're doing something and you're stuck. And if you open your window and look outside and wish you could run around like we used to be able to before the quarantine, before COVID-19, what could we use to help us? Making art will help us pass the time and create new things. And also thinking thoughts like, I think I can, could help us. Remember that old tired engine that said, I cannot, I cannot, I cannot. We don't want to think like this. This will get us very depressed. Instead, we want to think, I think I can, I think I can. And I'm just going to show you, there's a lot of these illustrations I love dearly. Even when I was little, I loved art. I really loved art. I loved the way everything was drawn. But one of my favorite pages is the page when the blue engine is sailing down the hill. And she looks so happy, doesn't she? What do you like about this page? I'll tell you what I like. What do you like? I like that it's a really happy page and the clown is waving. I love the sun rays behind the blue engine and the sense that the engine is coming down the hill. I love those clouds that have white around them. Whoops. Anything else you love? When you love a book, look at it carefully, because you might want to make a drawing inspired by something you see. Like, for example, you see these little trees over here in this mountain. Could I put those in my drawing? Or here's another thing. Maybe the next drawing I do should be with colored pencils or with markers, because maybe I love color so much I don't want to draw in black and white anymore. I bet you are having some doubts about some artwork you have at home, and I want you to know that I'm also here to help. If you send a cell phone picture of your artwork to one of your teachers, I will print it out on my computer and talk about it to you on video. And that way I can help you. Okay, so for now, bye-bye. Have a good afternoon.